So let's export our image into a PNG or a GIF or a JPEG so that we can post it on the blog and send it to our pals via the newfangled electronic mail that everyone's talking about. So let's go up here to File, Export, Export Image. And double check and make sure that you're in the right directory that you want to save to. The export will go to a different directory a lot of times than your save as, so it's not necessarily going to be saving it to the same place you've saved your file, so that's the thing to double check. Down here, choose your format, and so we'll go ahead and use PNG. You can also use JPEG or GIF or PIC or whatever you want, but safest bet would be something like a PNG or a JPEG or a GIF. And then the name will default to the name of your file, so that's fine. It'll have a different extension, so it won't overwrite your original file. Hit save, and then you've got your resolution options. And because Flash is resolution independent, it's a vector-based program, we have a lot of options here when we convert it to a bitmap, which is nice. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and say my general rule of thumb for posting something on the blog is not bigger than 800 or maybe 1,000 in the biggest direction. So I'll go ahead and set, this is the biggest direction, so I'll set that to 800. And that looks good. Now, right now it's set to the include minimum image area, which is kind of nice. It'll cut out all of the white space and just crop this down, which sometimes you want. I actually want to keep the white space around it, because that's the kind of guy I am right now. It just depends on what your image is. And so I'll say full document size. And then I'll set this, probably if I set this down to 72, yeah, 550 by 400. So I'll go ahead and make it bigger. And because it's resolution independent, it'll just go ahead and adjust this and we won't lose quality. It'll just actually give us a higher quality image. So, full document size. Now right now it's set to 24-bit with alpha channel, and in this case I do not want the alpha channel. The alpha channel will take all of this white and make it transparent. And it may or may not be a problem at first glance, but sometimes down the road some programs will interpret that alpha channel in a way that you don't necessarily want. We might be using alpha channels later on. We use these all the time in animation, but for right now I would probably just pick 24-bit. And if you want some more compression, you could actually go down to 8-bit with a fairly simple image like this. But I'll go ahead and set to 24-bit. And I'll leave everything else the default here. And I'll say OK. And that's it. So now, if I jump back to that folder, I've got my Flash file here, and I have my PNG right here. So I can post that on the blog, and I'm ready to go. So that's how to export your image, blog-ready image from Flash.